Today I want to talk to y'all about auditioning for your own life. When I think about auditioning for your own life, what it brings to my mind is, at what point did you give your power away? At what point did you feel as if you had to ask permission to live your life? At what point did you set up the casting call and you invited all of these people, whether they know you or whether they your family, your friends, whether they are complete and total strangers? At what point in your life did you feel the need to set up this casting call and calling your judges and the producer of the show? And I feel like some of us, we write the whole script. We create the audition, honey. And we invite, like I said, we invite all of these people over to see this audition that's called our life. And we are living and we are performing and we are making choices and decisions, and we are waiting on the applause of other people. And what we should be doing, and I'm not talking at you, I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to myself too. So don't feel no type of ways. But what we should be doing is not living or not seeking to gain the applause and the praise of people, but we should be seeking alignment with our purpose. We should be in between that also enjoying life, because I believe that life is meant to be lived. I think that we all have a purpose for being here. I don't think that we are accidents. I don't think we get here by accident. It might have been a surprise to somebody, but I don't think that, any of us are an accident, you know what I mean? And so I think that while we are here, we definitely shouldn't feel the need to continue to be performative and to look for other people to give us praise and say, hey, you did a good job. Even though, hold on, because I know I'm about to run out, before I run out. Even though, ain't nothing wrong with a little praise. Ain't nothing wrong with people celebrating you, right? Ain't nothing wrong with getting a little pat on the back. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I do believe that sometimes we are looking for permission. We are looking for permission to go out and be great. We are looking for the people who we have surrendered our power to continue to look for their validation, and we're looking for their affirmation because we never received it. We are looking to receive that affirmation because we surrendered our power at some point throughout our journey and we never got it back. We never got our power back. And so instead of getting our power back, we created a audition. We created this casting call where we're going to audition for our own life. And I don't think you should continue to do that, myself included. I don't think you should audition for your life and do things that other people think that you should do. Now, I will say this much right here: your decisions affect other people around you. You are going to have to show up and perform and do some duties that you may not want to, because that's a result of the choice that you made. And so for that reason, there may be things that you wanted to do that you may not can do at this moment, but there is something that you can do. You can be working towards whatever that thing that you desire, or you whatever the thing that you desire, right? But what I'm talking about is when we give our power away, when we are dealing with rejection, and when we are trying to please people by the life that we lead, when you should be in alignment with God's purpose for your life. And I feel like sometimes we have no idea what our purpose is because we are so tied up and we're so tangled up in this this notion of what we are supposed to be doing, this notion of what we're supposed to be accomplishing and what we're supposed to be achieving. I know I did for a really long time, but notice this: everybody's journey is not the same. Everybody is not going to come into this world and fill in this ready-made template of life. Like, everybody's just not going to do that. You know, we're just simply we're not all going to do the same things. We're not all going to live by this preset template, this pre-designed template, right? And so for that reason, I feel like many of us should decide that we're not going to continue to audition for our life, because when you continue to audition for your own life, you are going to continuously be anxious and depressed. You will continuously be anxious and depressed because you are more concerned with pleasing people than you are with being in alignment with your purpose. When you continuously are auditioning for your own life, you will be constantly chasing the applause of people instead of being in alignment with the purpose for you being here. We all have a purpose, and it is my strong belief that your purpose is not far from your gifts and your talents. I could be wrong, okay? I could stand to be corrected, but you let me know your thoughts down below. But I do not believe that your purpose is far away from what you are gifted and you're talented at. And I think some of us have so many gifts and talents that we have yet to even tap into, because we literally have not given ourselves permission to go, do, try, experiment, or any of those things. We haven't given ourselves permission to do anything different because we are sitting back and we're waiting for approval. We're sitting back and we're waiting on applause from people who don't give three rips about us. People generally care about, not about you, but what you can do for them. People generally, for the most part, unless they know you, right? Unless they know you and they have, they care about you on a deeper level, people generally care about what you can do for them. People generally don't care about you for real. So the fact that a lot of us are being performative, a lot of us are meaning performative, meaning auditioning for our own lives. We're living for the applause for other people that want something from us. They don't want the best for you. They want the best you got to give them. That's what that is. And not only that, your purpose for being is more than just people pleasing. Some of us will stay in this cycle of auditioning for our lives as long as we keep trying to please people that will never be fulfilled. Some of us will stay in this cycle of auditioning for our lives as long as we are trying to please people. Can I tell you something? And I ain't trying to be negative Nancy, because y'all know I admitted to being formerly a negative person, recovering. But I'll say this much: whatever casting call that you have created in your mind, and whatever people that you have invited to your performance in your mind to prove that you are valuable, to prove that you matter, to prove that you have needs, you have desires, You are valuable on your own just for existing, right? Shut down the theatrics. Shut down the performance, honey. Cast that thing out of your mind. Cast it into the sea of forgiveness, please, for you and your sake. Because you will not live your full potential. You will not achieve your full potential until you get to the point where you are ready to stop performing for other people. Stop performing and looking for the applause of other people. Quiet as it's kept, they don't have no room to talk either. They don't have no room to be no judge at your performance. They don't have no room to be a executive producer, a writer at your stage play. They just don't. You want somebody that couldn't write their own life correctly to come in and clap and applaud for yours. Why? How? For what? I got that book right back there in my background. How to Spot a Counterfeit Friend. Humans are humans. Treat them accordingly. Trust them to be humans. Break up that casting call. Just shut the whole theater play down. Just shut it down. And decide that you are going to stop auditioning for your own life. Decide that you are no longer going to look to please people. You're not going to be operating on the plane or the mindset of, I don't want to be rejected, so let me go along to get along because I'm just going to take whatever I can get. I'm just going to take whatever they dishing out. I'm just going to just not rock the boat, because you know what that's going, you might not rock the boat, but you know what, you not rocking the boat and you not addressing that thing is going to lead to you always being anxious. You gonna always be anxious and depressed because you're living your life for the applause of people and you're not aligning. You're not focusing on being in alignment over that applause that you will get from other people. You deserve so much more than that. You are worth so much more than that. But it's going to take more than me just telling you. It's going to have to take you understanding that for yourself. Stop giving your power away. Be able to say no. Make yourself scarcely unavailable. Stop auditioning for your own life. And you end up having a lot of unsatisfactory feelings about yourself. You end up being unhappy. You end up being angry and bitter towards the people around you because you had a whole performative life and they did not clap for you. They did not applaud for you. They did not, you took a bow and you didn't bow the wrong way. They did not like it. How do you expect somebody who life was not what they wanted it either? Now, you got some people who will celebrate you, and celebration feel good. Ain't nothing wrong with celebrating one another. Don't get it twisted, because I think that's good. But don't lead with that. What is happening is you're going to always be trying to prove yourself. Prove that you're good enough. I'm going to prove that I'm good enough. I'm going to prove that I have arrived. I'm going to prove that I'm a person of value. I'm going to prove that I'm a person worth being around. Stop doing yourself like that. It's more of us abusing ourselves than a little bit. Stop doing, don't do this. Don't do that to yourself. This year, we're going to try to do some different things here. If you're going to stop auditioning for your own life. I ain't saying just live for yourself, but you're going to have some in your life that bring you some type of comfort and joy. Just for you. When you have those things in your life, you can show up better for the people that's around you and the people that depend on you. I'm going to go ahead and get off. I hope that this video helps, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.